are you today? Hi. How's my boy? Hi, Palmy. Hi. Yeah. How are you? Yes, I love you too. Hi, my name is Valerie, and this is my horse, Kevin, and we're going to be doing a reading today with Jusstine. So I'm really excited about that. I got Kevin about 4 years ago, and when I got him, I was told that he was really spooky, not really a horse for a beginner, but over the years he's really become quite the goofy character, and he's described as a total weirdo by most of the people here at the barn. And he acts more like a dog than he does a horse. Even though he's still a prey animal, he does act like a dog. He's really curious, he's really silly. He has to smell everything and lick everything and touch everything, and he's a little bossy too.
Hi, I'm Jusstine K, the Carefree Animal Psychic, and today we're here with Valerie, and we're going to look at her horse, Kevin. And you have to forgive us, it's about 112 degrees in Arizona right now, so if we're glistening, it's part of what's happening here with how hot it is in Arizona. So why don't we just start by, what would you like to know about Kevin?
Well, there's a lot of things I'd like to know about Kevin. I have my list of questions here.
Okay.
One of the things, he hates to canter with me. He will not canter or lope at all. We get into it a couple of steps, maybe 3 or 4, and he will crow hop, both feet come out behind me, and he absolutely hates it.
When I tune into him, what he's showing me is a past life energy. You know, not every animal that comes into your life have you known before, but many times when we have a strong connection with a pet, we have known them before. So he's actually showing me that you do have a past life connection from quite a long time ago, and he is showing me that, you know, he actually saved your life in the past, and it looks like that you were riding him, and it's some kind of, like, there was a fire basically, and I mean, it looks like there was a castle behind you, and there were other people, and there was a lot of chaos going on, and that this castle and kind of bridge was actually over water, and he's showing me that he actually bucked you or threw you into the water and saved your life when he and many other people perished. And so when he goes to do this, he's hitting this past life memory.
That's really sweet. I mean, I wouldn't have known that. That's something that was really nice to know. Yeah. I mean, it's sad, but it helps me understand him a little bit more.
He loves you so much. There's just this incredible affinity between the two of you, and it just looks like it's so healing for you, and it's so healing for him.
It is. It really is. Thank you.
Of course. What else do you want to ask?
So I'd like to know how his vision is in his right eye.
So I don't know if there was any kind of accident or he got hit, but it just feels like at some point there was something that might have been like a concussion or something. Like, he's just showing me how that isn't as balanced or stable as it once was. And so, and he even gets a little dizzy, it seems like. You know, it's not this huge thing long term, but it looks like he actually gets headaches every once in a while, it seems, from this. But I don't know if you had a vet look at this, or what are they saying about this?
I actually have had a vet look at it just to make sure that there wasn't anything crazy, and they didn't find anything. They did an ultrasound and didn't see anything. So
yeah,
they couldn't be more specific. That's why I wanted to ask you.
Yeah. Do you know if he ever hit his head or anything like that happened, and he got hit with anything?
Not since I've had him.
So
but that's good to know.
You know, they make these life pads made out of this material called tachyon. It kind of works for people and pets, and kind of takes them to this 0 point energy where they start to be able to heal themselves and recover. And it looks like that's something that could possibly help him. You know, it does just feel like there's ease of this over time versus being a long-term it's trauma, basically. You know, that he had something happen that was trauma that he's holding on to, and let's see if we can work on that when we give him the healing or get him something that can help.
Okay, thank you. He nips me a lot, and actually will nip me and actually bruise me, and it's supposed to usually be treated with, you know, some sort of force or punishment.
Yeah.
I don't like to punish Kevin, so I would like to know why he does that, and if there was another way he could tell me what he wants without actually biting me.
Yeah, his defensiveness is that he's doing it as a love bite.
Okay.
But he knows, it just is, I can feel this part of him that so wishes that he could talk more and communicate with you. So, so he knows, like when you call him on this, he knows that he's done something wrong. So he goes into that defensiveness of like, oh, it's just a love bite. And it's like, no, you're hurting her. So I'm going to work with him on that to see if he can start to stop himself. Because I think it's a reaction where he can't stop himself, but we want to help him to start to stop himself.
Thank you. I would really appreciate that. And yes, he absolutely does, because when he does nip me, he goes,
he knows.
he knows he's not supposed to. Something else that we want to work on is he can be kind of a bully with other horses. When we're riding on the trail,
Okay.
he will like wind up his leg and do a little like kick out, and it scares the other horses,
Yeah.
which also makes my friends not want to get near him, or
Well, I mean,
sometimes want to ride with me.
he says he wants to be the only one.
But he won't go out by himself because he's a big chicken.
He really, when I'm asking, why are you doing this? He's like, I want to be the only one. He gets jealous.
He's jealous. Okay, that makes sense.
That is what's happening there. And he says, look, I know I do these things wrong, but I'm so much better than I used to be. And
That's true.
So he is working on these things. He's really even showing me over the next 8 months that he's going to reel it in more. It just looks like over time he does get more refined, but he is trying to get away with what he can.
Okay.
It's kind of like a little kid growing up and maturing into a man. That's how he feels that he is right now.
Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, that's what I can tell he's getting to be like that. I would like to also know for my own self, what was his life like with his prior 2 owners? He's only had 2 owners before me.
Yeah.
And I'd like to know a little bit more about that so that I can get to know him a little better.
He said that he's gone through so much to get to you, that he always knew that who had him before was not going to be the end game for him, and that he went through so much waiting to get to you, and that he just is so happy now and again, it was showing me that longevity of being with you for a very long time. And so he just was really enduring. He had a better time with the first owner than the second owner. For him, he's showing me this energy of just like turning the page. He just wants to focus on now. Like those are memories weren't the best for him, and so that he doesn't want to remember them, but he just wants to let you know he went through a lot to get to you.
Okay, that makes sense too. Yeah. Oh, wow, you're really good at this. Thank you.
Doing my job.
I would like to also know, if something happened to me with the people in my life that he knows, who would he want to be with? I have actual names.
We can look at this, but just know all this is about inspiring you and healing you and comforting you. And so, of course, we're affirming that's not going to happen, but give me the names of who you are looking at.
Well, I'd like to make a plan for just in case.
Okay.
Right? I don't want to give him to somebody he's going to hate.
Safe versus sorry.
Safe versus sorry.
So give me the names.
Okay, Mary.
Okay, it definitely seems female. So Mary, who else?
Sabina.
Okay.
Christy.
Sabina so far has the most energy around her.
Ellie.
Okay. Who's the youngest? I mean, honestly, there's like a young girl here. It might be someone that you don't know yet.
I don't know her because they're all older ladies.
Yeah, but it might be someone that's young that's connected to one of them. It really seems like it might be a child that comes into someone's life. I don't know. It's a young girl that's really going to have a connection.
Okay.
So I don't really think you're going to be giving him to anyone anytime.
Okay.
So.
Well,
but
I just
smart
wanted
to be safer than sorry.
To ask, yes.
But it just looks like a young girl, and I don't think you know her yet.
Okay, that makes sense too.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's his favorite horse friend? What horse friend does he like the most?
Give me the names of them.
There's Gabriel.
Okay.
There's Pepper. There's Wendy,
Wendy, he likes Wendy.
and there's Hondo.
Wendy is the one that bothers him the least.
Okay.
And he's okay around Hondo. But you know, Kevin is very conscious and is just not a normal horse that's hanging out with other horses doing horse things. He's really more conscious. And my gosh, you have made his life so much fuller because he feels like in his connection with you, you have really helped him in how he's more conscious than others. As we evolve, you know, we are animals just like humans are trying to grow. And one day animals are able to jump into human form. We don't go backwards. It's never when people say, oh, I want to be a dog in my next life. We start as mineral, we go to plant, then we go to animal. We're now having human and we're trying to master. And so when those animals get really close and they're getting ready to jump into human form, he is very conscious. And so even though he has horse friends he puts up with, he likes hanging out with humans better.
I kind of got that already, but yeah. I wanted to know.
No, it's a great question.
Okay.
And so it's more like who he tolerates because he feels like he's better than.
Got it. He does. That's hilarious. So as far as things to do, you know, just riding on the trail, just hanging out in the arena. I know he doesn't like arena riding that much. I understand that.
Yeah.
But would he like to chase cows?
He's showing me getting in water. I don't know if he has much of an opportunity to get in water, but he really enjoys that.
Okay.
So I think that cows...
Like lake water?
Yeah, like if he could go get in a bed of water that he could get into, he would really enjoy that. And he is very playful here, so it does seem like he would love to chase cows or... you know, he definitely has this part of him that wants to run free and play.
Yes.
And that could be with like donkeys or, you know, for him it is other animals versus, he enjoys hanging out and playing with other animals versus horses.
That makes sense. He likes the long ears, which is funny. Any donkey or mule or anything that's not a horse, which is funny.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Well, to go to water, he's going to have to get into a trailer. And the last couple of times I've tried to load him into a trailer, he doesn't want to load. I mean, he's used to load easily.
Yeah.
And these past few times, no.
How long have you guys been together now?
4 years.
Yeah. You know, so he's kind of hit these patterns of timing that he had with someone and then he shifted owners, right? He's just afraid of like, oh my gosh, is my time up with you? Even though like he's going, we're going to be together for a long time, he still has a fear of like, are you taking me away? So you just need to tell him, we're just going on a little trip. You need to talk to him and let him know what's up.
Right.
And that, you know, you're not trying to get rid of him in any way and you're going to be together and you're there for him. And look, he is, I don't want to say moody, he's particular. He's like high maintenance.
He is.
So,
he's a diva and he's very spoiled.
Yeah, but so but he, look, if he wants to go get in the water, he's going to have to do that.
Right. What's his favorite snack? I'm kind of a give him everything kind of girl.
He likes carrots, he's showing me, so.
Carrots, apples, strawberries, watermelon.
You know, carrots he likes. It seems like there's some kind of biscuit or something. You know, there's something that's not a fresh fruit or vegetable. That's something that, to me, it just looks like a biscuit or something you
Is
give
it dark
him.
brown that you're seeing?
Yeah.
Yes, I forget what they're called, but yes.
That is, he really.
They're full of molasses is what those are for. So they're really sweet.
That he likes that.
Okay.
And, you know, he eats strawberries. I don't get like that's the favorite thing for him, but he loves carrots, he loves apples, but those, whatever these biscuit things are the winner.
Okay, chicken dinner. Hey, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what is his favorite thing to do? Like I said, we try to do a lot of different things so he doesn't get bored.
Yeah.
But does he like liberty, and would he like to learn that more, or would he like to do something different?
He likes sleeping.
Yeah, he likes sleeping.
And
he's kind of lazy.
So he likes sleeping and resting. And so when you're talking about that, what is that you're
Liberty
doing?
is off, no rope.
Oh, got
just
it.
doing
Okay.
things together at the same time. kind of in synchronicity.
You know, he's not saying, oh my God, I miss doing this. Like, you know, the first thing he showed me was how happy he is that he's with you. So I think whatever he's doing, as long as he's with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And something else I would like for you to ask him or tell him is sometimes we have to ride at night. It's hot.
Okay.
We're not going to ride in the sun. And he has to move. We can't always just stand around and do nothing.
Okay.
So sometimes I'll take him into the back arena, and he, if there's not another horse or another person, will seem fearful and want to walk towards the gate and say, okay, I'm, and I can tell he's afraid or nervous, but we have to.
Yeah.
There's no other choice.
It looks like you need to come up with a specific thing that you do every time that he kind of hits this nervousness to help calm him down. And it really just seems like tapping him on what would be his shoulder,
Okay.
like on the right side. Like
Okay.
if he's facing you, it's his right side, and tapping him on his shoulder. You know, it actually seems to me like that's a relaxation or a acupressure point or something.
Okay.
And that becomes this like reassuring thing of like, it's okay, we're gonna do this together. Like, so, and that can just like from now until the end of the time be this like signal from you to him that it's
there.
gonna be okay and that
Okay.
you have to do it. So, yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was my question.
Oh, well-
So I appreciate it, Jusstine. It was great.
Well, I'm excited to go meet Kevin. Let's go.
Okay. Hi, Kevin.
Hi. Hi. Oh, look at that.
He's happy. He's very
He
happy.
is very happy. I'm so happy for you. You are beautiful. I'm so happy you found your person.
So it's been a couple of weeks since we've had the reading with Kevin and Jusstine, and I really feel like Kevin has really calmed down a lot. He's been really happy. He seems more happy. He seems more calm, less stressed, almost like he understands a little more what we're trying to do and what I'm trying to do with him. So one of the questions I asked is why he felt the need to nip me all the time. Sometimes he would bite me every day. I mean, sometimes I would have 3, 4, 5, bruises on me at a time, because he was actually, he puts his teeth on me and he actually bruises my skin. Since Justine's had the reading with him, he hasn't nipped me at all. He'll still pull on my clothes a little bit or pull on my shirt, but he hasn't actually taken a chunk out of my actual skin and bruised me, and I really appreciate that. So another thing Jusstine said is she thought or felt that he was a very conscious horse and that he was really smart. And it's really funny because I often wonder if he can understand what I say. And I just had him worked on by a woman who comes out and actually helps relieve some of his stress and muscle issues. And she said, Kevin speaks English. She's like, this horse speaks English. So she laughed when we were talking about the reading, and Jusstine saying that he was very conscious and sensitive. And I thought that was kind of something that was really interesting. And since then, I've played around with it a little bit and talked to him like I would just a regular person. And he does listen, and he does actually do what I ask. Like rolling, I said, go ahead and go take a roll because we've got to go, and I don't want you to miss out on your roll time. And I sat back down and he went out and rolled. That was kind of neat. So one of the really cool things that Jusstine said was, I asked a question as to why he doesn't want to canter with me. And one of the things that she said was that we knew each other in a past life, and she could see castles and fire, and that we were running together, and I was on his back and we were running through flames, and that he threw me off his back into some sort of water, and he continued to run and perished in the flames. And that was one of the reasons that he's a little uneasy about going too fast with me, is because it just reminds him of that time, and that, so he gets nervous and doesn't want to continue. But she did say that he, just to give him a few more months, and that he would do his best to try and let me learn. That was fantastic because that's the most steps he's ever given me after a crow hop when I attempted to canter, and he acted like he wanted to go into it himself, and that was wonderful. Kevin has really been a much different horse. I mean, you can tell he's very calm, he's easygoing. I can tack him and untack him without having to tie him to a fence or in the cross ties. He seems just more at ease and a happier horse. I am so pleased and so glad that I got the opportunity to do this because it got a lot of my questions answered. I feel like I was able to, through her, tell him some of the things that I really wanted him to know. And ever since then, this is the boy I have. He's not the head up freaking out horse he was. He's just completely different. And I really do think that it has a lot to do with the reading that Jusstine gave me, and I'm really grateful.